What's worse, having your child upset over the fact that their parents are getting divorced, or know that their parents are trying to work out their divorce and solve it? Solving my marriage out first for my child's sake would be the best decision ever before divorce. Many, not all, have seen each other's effects on a child's behavior from divorce. From this source that I found, the top 5 mistakes divorced parents make, there are up to 2 divorces every minute in the United States. That being said, every marriage is not sacred, meaning that if they may be battling something, but if they are, that needs to be addressed immediately. I chose this topic because 17 years ago, my parents got divorced, and this has impacted my life throughout the years. Was it hard on me? Yes. Was I confused? Yes. I'm trying to persuade you guys that everyone should exhaust all the options before divorce, or even considering a divorce. Adults should reconsider divorce because it affects a child's behavior in a negatively way. There are other options than divorce. The divorce should be the last option there is, meaning that they can seek help throughout anybody, their friends, family, therapy, counseling, anything. Now, if there may be an affair or maybe abuse or something, that can be addressed differently. Ways on what the impact of a divorce puts on a child's behavior. According to Book Cycle, the 16 alternatives of divorce, divorce increases a child's risk of psychological, educational, and sociological problems. A parent's divorce touches every aspect of a child's life, meaning a child's relationship with friends will change and how they act in school or maybe even other activities. Teachers may notice it, the principal may notice it, friends and family may notice it. As a result, there is an increased possibility of problems with anxiety and depression for children. According to Stop Divorce Marriage Fitness, divorce causes emotional pain on a child. A child may feel disappointment, confusion, or maybe even sadness. There's a quote that I found in that article: if a parent is happy, the child is happy. That is not true. Nobody should ever believe that. Unless your child is witnessing or maybe a part of a domestic abuse or high conflict, that child could care less if the parent is happy or not. Ways to work out or maybe even get out of a marriage to keep your family as one is something else too. According to Are You Really Ready for a Divorce? The 8 questions you need to ask is that there are many psychiatrists out there that have received many cases who have children and are getting a divorce. From ages 9 to 23, there are parents who have a dysfunctional marriage out there. The relationship you see as a child is the first relationship that you see and you're witnessing and learning from. How a spouse chooses to separate the other spouse depends on their maturity level. If they have to communicate through the children or maybe not even get along, that needs to be addressed differently because the child cannot go through that or even see that. Therapy, counseling, other options as seeing close relatives or maybe even talking to a friend or maybe to one another. That can help too. Just try, at least. The primary causes of divorce. According to Mir Mombe, living in a bad marriage for a child's sake Times India states that one or both mates could be wounded survivors of early childhood neglect, maybe abandonment, or abuse. They may not know it, but they do know it. Or at least they may know it. But they need to settle it, especially if they have kids involved and if they're going through divorce. The basic problem should be sorted out first. Maybe then the other problems after that. But they should at least talk it out first before even thinking about a divorce. The point is that the child needs their parents in general. They need their parents as one. And that's what they know and what they should know. I wanted to share y'all my beliefs on how a marriage can affect a child's behavior in a negatively way. I have explained to you that the many ways that has impacted on a child's life throughout the years on a divorce for them. I'm trying to speak out to parents who are even considering a divorce or even think it's okay on a divorce. It isn't okay at all. consider it. If you're even considering a divorce, please see a counselor or even maybe a therapist or friends and family, as said. Overall, divorce happens every day, and a child may be going through that. They don't need to see it. They don't need to be around it. They don't need to be around the negativity because it affects them too. Divorce is highly rated right now. It needs to be put to a stop. It needs to stop now. That's what I'm trying to say. Thanks, you guys.